Hello, everybody, and welcome to becomeatechpro.com. We are still on Jenkins. In this session, we want to look at how we can integrate Slack with Jenkins such that notifications can be obtained when we do a build using Jenkins in case there's a failure or there's a success, no matter the situation. Okay, so that is what we want to achieve. So the first thing we want to do is to go to Slack, slack.com, right? Here, we can see I have a workspace already, okay? So I can click on Launch Slack, okay? So launching Slack. So right now, our Slack workspace is coming up. So we'll get to see how we can create a channel and how we can integrate Slack with Jenkins, okay? So the first thing we want to do is that we want to create a channel, okay? We can either go about it up here, okay? Or alternatively, we could just add a channel down here, create a new channel, okay? So let's say the channel we want to create is, let's call this Jenkins jobs, okay? Jobs, we can just call it Jenkins jobs, okay? We want to leave it as public as it is now, okay? So we can just go ahead and create, okay? So you can see on this side, we have Jenkins job being created, okay? I want to skip this for now, okay? Now we have a channel that has been created, okay? So to make progress with this, we can either go up here, okay, and go to settings and administrations to manage apps, or alternatively, right in here, okay, under Jenkins jobs, okay, can click on this drop down. So here we see members, which is the user, we see integrations, we see settings, okay? So right under integrations, we just go ahead and add an app, okay? There are also other options, workflows, send emails to the channel, but all of these are pro features, okay? So I can just go ahead and click on add an app. Okay, I'm trying to integrate Slack with Jenkins. Right here, we are in the Slack account, okay? So I want to search for Jenkins. Okay, I see Jenkins CI. I'll click on install. Okay. Click on install. While that is coming up, let's take a look at our Jenkins projects. Okay. So okay, you can see description, configuration, compliance. So we can add to Slack. So now we'll be prompted to select a channel to post to. Okay. Alternatively, if we didn't create a channel before now, we also have an opportunity to create a channel right here. Okay. So, but we have channel, we are assigning this, so we just go ahead and select the channel, okay? So alternatively, we could have just gone ahead to create a new channel right here, but we already have one we've created, okay? So we have Jenkins jobs that we created, okay? We can add Jenkins CI integration, okay? So now we'll get the setup instructions, okay? So the first step that we are prompted to take is to go to Jenkins, to manage Jenkins, and install a plugin called Slack notification, okay? So that's what we want to do now. We'll go to Jenkins, right? Go to manage Jenkins. Now we'll scroll down to manage plugins. Then we'll check out the available plugins and search Slack notification. Okay, Slack notification. We'll click on that and we'll install without restart. Okay, you can see this is coming up, pending, and the plugin extensions, they've been installed. Okay, so let's take a look at the subsequent steps. Okay, so step 3, it says we should go to manage Jenkins, then configure system, okay, and look for global Slack notifier settings. Okay, so if we go here, okay, go to manage Jenkins, okay, says we should go to configure system, okay, and look for the global Slack notifier settings, okay. So if we go there to look for this, we won't find this there any longer, but what we'll see, we can actually search for Slack, okay, for Slack up there, okay, scroll up, okay, so global Slack notifier settings. Okay, so configure system. So let's scroll down. So we can scroll down to find Slack. Okay, it's not exactly the way it's presented over there. So looking for Slack. Okay, Slack. Okay, here it is. Okay, so now this is Slack, right? And this is where we'll do our setup. Okay, so if we come up here, we'll see that our team subdomain is November 2022 DevOps class. We can copy that. Okay, so this team subdomain is what we'll enter here under workspace. Okay, if you look at this, you see, if you sign into Slack at this, your workspace is example. Okay, you can see if this is slack.com and you have this preceding slack.com, that is your workspace. Okay, so if we come here, these are Slack accounts, these are Slack. If we launch Slack, you can see this preceding this is our workspace. Okay, so we've entered that, which is exactly what was provided here. Exactly what was provided here. Okay, now integration token credential ID. If you look at this, it says create a secret text credential using this, right? Using this. So we can copy that as well. Okay, as a value. Okay, So we go under credential and add that as credential, okay? So it says we should enter it as a secret text, okay? So come here, we'll look at the different options we have. There's username with password. There's secret text. So this is the option we are prompted to use. You can see it says we should create a secret text credential using this as value. We've copied the value, okay? So we can scroll down and enter the secret, okay? So we have the secret in there. Then we can scroll down and give a description. We can call this Slack credential, right? We can say Slack credential, okay? So we can add, okay? Once we add, we can select from the drop down Slack credential that we've set up, okay? Then we can scroll down and see other options, okay? So here we see default channel. Remember, we created a channel, okay? A channel that we created. Let's look at it. The channel we created was Jenkins jobs. Okay, this is it. This is our channel, Jenkins jobs. Okay, so come in here and put that in there. Proceed it with the hash Jenkins dash jobs. Okay, so this is our default channel. Okay, so we can, before we go ahead and click apply and save, let's test connection. Okay, testing, we see we have a success. Okay, so we can now apply and save. Okay, so going back to our channel, okay, this is our channel. Going back to our channel, taking time. Okay, let's just refresh that. Okay, so this is where we are at the moment. Okay, so taking a look at the jobs we have, okay, we can come to the particular job we want to set up. Okay, come in here. This is the job, for example. Okay, this job is let's look at what we have in there. As a job. Okay, so that's what we have here. Okay, we have Git. Okay, because I do not have the other servers running. We have Git and we have this Maven project, and we have the Maven build, which is fine. Okay, so this should suit this. Okay, just have just few setups. Okay, so we'll need to come to post build action, right? Because we are looking at receiving notifications after each activity. Okay, so we'll come to post build action. Then now that we've installed the Slack notifications plugin, we see this plugin. Okay, we see that option available. Then we can look at different things, right, that we want to achieve. Okay, so we can say, oh, when build starts, we want a notification. When there's success, when there's when the process is aborted, when there's no build, okay, we can just select a couple as much as we can, okay, depending on what we want. Let's see advanced. Let's see what we have here. Under advanced, you see all sorts, okay, which we can also take depending on our requirements, okay. So Workspace here, we want to leave it blank since we are using the default that we have set up. Okay, we'll leave this blank. Okay, then aside that, we'll come to credentials. We can also leave this blank. Okay, don't need to fill in anything here since we are using the default information. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and apply, then save. Okay, so once we do this, we can now proceed to doing a build. Okay, can proceed to doing a build. Okay, build now. Okay, can see build 11. Okay, so while that is running, what we have here. Okay, so this is let's just close this. Let's see what we have for notification. Okay, so okay, so this is our channel. You can see we've got notifications for the actions. Okay, right? The first one was when we did the test, like checking, setting up the setting up Slack on the platform, and this is when the build started, and this is when the build completed. Okay, so these are notifications that we are receiving on the Slack channel. Okay, so it is also not impossible that a different channel, right? We want to select a different channel, okay? We'll select a different channel for receiving notifications, maybe for a different project, right? Instead of having to set up a particular channel, okay, for receiving this project. Right? Let's say we do not want to use the default channel. We want a different channel, for example, okay? So for that, we can also set something up, okay? We can set something up. And to do that, for example, if we want the updates to go to a different channel, let me see if I have other channels I could use. Okay, I have another channel here. I have this random, okay? We could set it up so that it goes to this random channel, okay? Instead of having it come here. So what we need to do is that we need to go back to the project, right? That we just built, okay? So let's go to configure, make some few tweaks. Let's make some few tweaks to the project, then we can see how that goes. Okay. The action to up there in configure system is enough action. We don't have to do it every now and then. Okay, so all we need to do is come back to that particular project. Since we do not want to use the default configuration, okay, the default Slack channel. So we'll come to Slack notifications, okay. Then we go to advanced, and we'll try to make use of what we have here. Okay, so we'll come here to workspace, right? Workspace is what we had earlier. That's November 2022 DevOps class, which we can just copy easily from here to minimize the risk of mistakes. Okay, so we can copy that from here. Copy that. Okay, so just put that here, workspace. Okay, credentials, we have something set up. You can just select credential. Okay, now we also want to look at the channel ID. what we saw we wanted to use was random. Okay, then once we do this, we can, okay, that's random. Random was the other option we wanted to consider. Okay, random. Okay, so we come here and apply, then save. Okay, once we do this, we can proceed to doing the build. Okay, so we've clicked on now, build number 12. Then if we come to random, let's see what we get. You can see started, and you can see we have a success because of the way we configured it. So we have it coming to a different channel other than the default channel setup. If for any reason we do not update that area with details of a different channel, it will definitely keep going to the default channel that has been set up. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this session. Feel free to subscribe to our channel so that you can get more of this. Okay. Thank you and have a great time. Bye for now.